Hello, I have a tip for anyone who has one of these desktop tabletop microphone stands that has had any problems with tipping. Now, they're meant to have a microphone set directly on top of them, but if you have an extension like this, then the extra weight off to the side can tend to tip it. Now, this is just an umbrella bracket from photography, but you can see it's not going to tip on its own, but with a little bump or a push in just the wrong direction, it will tip. And certainly if you have a longer extension. So I have a little hack that I picked up, I don't remember exactly where, but in case it comes in handy. The first thing you need to do is unscrew the base from the post. Mine was a little tough to get going, but once I loosened it, it screwed right out. And then take the post and get one of these little free weights, which if you don't have one lying around, only cost a couple of dollars at a sporting goods store or even a big box store, and just put the post right through the middle. You could put some felt or cloth between the weight and the base if you don't want it to be scratching or rattling, but I didn't care too much about that. The base is just going to sit in one spot. So screw the base back onto the post. Get it firm. And then slide the weight up against the base and set it down, and now it's about twice as heavy as it used to be. As you can see, mine slides around a little bit, but it's going to be fine. And now, this will only tip if you really yank on it. It's not going to tip just from a push or a bump. And in fact, it's heavy enough to support a much longer extension. I'm going to install this camera platform because it has an extra attachment point for a spigot. This articulating boom arm has a spigot rather than a thread attachment. So I will push it through this hole and then tighten the knob. And now the articulating boom arm can swivel out to quite an extension. Let's tighten this knob and that knob. It's extending off screen. Let's pull it over to the side. And you can see how far out it has extended, and the base is heavy enough to support it, even with a little pressure put on the far end. I'm going to tighten those two extra knobs. Now, even with a push, the base doesn't tip. In fact, it's heavy enough to support a microphone or some other attachment on the end and still not tip over. Of course, you could also put a 5-pound weight on the base instead of the 2.5-pound weight, if you wanted to support a greater extension or greater weight on the end. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching.